to the panel earlier on. Derek Dougan feels that lots of goals are going to be scored this afternoon, and they're going to come from England. He feels it's a tremendous test for Jim Holton and David Johnson to hold the 3 C's of the England attack, because they haven't had...
That this is the match that Sir Alf Ramsey likes to win. He likes to win everyone, just as Bobby Moore does. So then, now Bobby Moore high into that Scottish penalty area, but Holton was there. And now with Bobby Moore. Ball, Hughes to Moore. High towards Clark. Hay again has stuck very David Hay. Moore again getting in with a good clean header coming above Macari. Now it's with Moore. Hughes. Scotland for the moment penned well inside their own half. Bobby Moore. Hughes toe punting it left-footed to Bobby Moore. Bell in a lot of space over on the right, crying out. Moore now with the free kick, taken towards the near post. Clark is there, and John Moore trying to find Clark again. Hay is there. Moore with the header, beautifully, and another chance. This time for Bobby Moore. Moore again. And the ball out of play. Right up there with the attackers. Morgan. Very cool play there by England inside their own penalty area. Already his socks about his ankles. And Moore has got to get to that one. And even then he was firmly in control, although really challenged hard by Morgan, carefully playing it off Morgan for the goal kick. The Scot. Hughes to Bobby Moore. There is a greater need for effort and determination in the side. Everybody now, bar Shilton, well inside that Scottish half. Scotland with everybody back. Chivers. Moore again. Clark has made a good break there, but Moore. Lou Macari there, close at hand with Bobby Moore. Bremner. Is this a chance for Bremner to let fly? Blocked by the opposing skipper Bobby Moore. Moore now for England. Story. Shannon slipped a bit there as he went for it, but now it's Bobby Moore collecting again for England. Clark making a run. Moore. Chivers beaten in the air again by Holton, and Macari getting in as well. Infringement there by Macari, giving England the free kick. Shannon. Chivers trying to jump in ahead of Holton. Moore. Strange. Good interception there by Derek Johnston. Another field, and the Scot won it. And Moore going in very hard indeed on Lorimer. So uncharacteristic of Bobby Moore. Really only at the second go. Moore, a little chip there towards Alan Ball, but running straight into Lorimer. Moore now played first time quickly. A lower cross. Morgan with a shot, and that ricocheted off Bobby Moore, and Story had to Morgan. Played on for Hay again, and stopped in his tracks by Bobby Moore. And a note of exasperation there in Bobby Moore's voice, I would think, certainly in his expression. And England at the moment still finding it very hard to get to grips with his Scottish side. Clark's jump and header to ball to Bobby Moore. Chivers. Bobby Moore looking to pick up an England colleague. Chivers coming for it, but beat. Hughes backing off him with the 1-2. Came back from the cup, so very, very casual. Moore's pass. It tested every yard of this Wembley pitch. Bobby Moore now. McGregor to Hughes, to Moore. And there goes the half-time whistle, and a very good first half indeed. Now it's Willie Morgan for Scotland. Bobby Moore on the end of it and away. Bobby Moore now for England. Hughes to Moore. Played forward nicely for Chivers. Now can Clark get in on this? Moore. Chivers. Little Bobby Moore. Played wide for Hughes. Chivers now. Oh, he's got a good chance to make the cross now. Moore getting not really quite there, and in fact McFarlane forced to put it behind for the Scottish corner. Moore was always stretching for that one and explaining it to Peter Shilton. Clark turning it back to Moore. Moore didn't have too much time there, but Lorimer. Bremner. Two skippers tussling it away at each other there, and Scotland's Billy Bremner winning it and finding Dalglish. That's a fair looking ball, but Bobby Moore back beautifully for England there. Well, he didn't stop to ruminate on being beaten by Billy Bremner. He was back where it mattered for England, and now he's found Macari hoping to get in on that one, but it's gone for the goal. Macari is up there. Willie Morgan is up there. Holton is on his way. Moore and Macari pushing at each other, and I think it was an elbow that caught Bobby Moore in the face from Macari. Macari was really swarming all over the England captain. It had to be a free kick to England. To Moore. They've lost a little bit now as a spectacle, with Scotland really not coming by Alan Ball. Hughes to Bobby Moore. Chivers getting it away. Jardine straight at Bobby Moore.
That really did the damage. But I saw the control before, which was mine.
Now Bobby Moore. Ahead of Martin. Holton. Moore getting it away as Scotland wait to bring on Colin Steen. In there, but McFarlane to Bobby Moore. Oh, and Moore thought twice and had to think twice about passing back because the way. And so Bobby Moore then will take this free kick. Dalglish with a corner, and it's a deep one. Johnston nodding it on. Moore back hit in the last minute of the game now. Colin Bell right up there as Bobby Moore takes the free kick for England, and Holton pushing down on the back of Chivers, playing it for Chivers, and it's beaten away by Derek Johnston. High towards Bell, who's onside. And Bremner really giving Hughes an awful lot of lip as well. The final whistle, not the most glorious of home internationals between England and Scotland. The team separated by the goal from Martin Peters.